Hello and welcome everyone to Riding with the Marks. I'm Matt.
I'm not Shane.
So Shane is excommunicado on this one. So I have backup for me on this one. Say hi, Aaron.
Hi.
Okay. So we just got out of John Wick Chapter 3. Parallelogram or some shit like that. Did you see what it was called?
I did.
It's something in whatever language, and it means war or death or something. It was in the movie. Trust me. So this is going to be our non-spoiler review.
Oh, Parabellum, which is, I believe, the curvature of something.
But then he, at one point in the movie, they said Parabellum, and it translates to something. Like war to death or something. Anyway, so we got John Wick Chapter 3. Fucking, what'd you think?
It was fabulous. Oh, a Parabellum is a type of semi-automatic pistol or machine gun.
Great. Thank you, Google. So we got out of it, and Chapter 1 and 2, John Wick 1 and 2, some of my favorite movies. And I feel like every year a John Wick movie comes out, and it's kind of like a palate cleanser compared to other movies that have come out. It always just seems like a refreshing change, just to see some like real action scenes. So you see some real fucking violence for once in a movie.
Didn't they coin the phrase
Gun fu?
Gun fu.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but not as much guns as you think.
Actually, that's true, yes. Guns are not as used as much as before. That's
it
definitely...
really shows the strength of the cast and the stunts, and they can use other things besides guns.
I did like from John Wick 2, there was this thing where the guy was actually talking about the stunt coordinator. They were running out of stunt guys. And in this one, you can see they kind of went around it a little bit. A lot of the faces are covered up, so they got to reuse a bunch of stunt guys in this one. But there is a lot of people that die. A lot of people that die in this one. Definitely ups the number from the second one. But what do you... you were actually talking about the sound.
Oh, so for the first act, there is no music. And I thought, what a fabulous use of your senses. You're now focusing and you hear every little pin drop, you hear every shuffle, you hear every movement. I kind of wonder if they add in swish noises when they swing the swords. I'm sure they have a special name.
Katanas.
Are they katanas? I know katanas are longer.
I don't fucking know.
Okay, so...
I'm going off my Ninja Turtle knowledge.
Right, so every time there was a swish, you could hear it. Every time there was a grunt, every time there was an impact, every time a knife hit flesh, you heard it, you felt it.
Definitely. Very nice. Overall, the action, of course, it's a John Wick movie, right? You got Keanu Reeves, he does his own shit. The action is top-notch, and they definitely stepped it up on this one. You can see the budget in this one for sure compared to the previous ones. The story, I think, is okay for the most part. I thought it was going to end in a different way, and I don't really like how it ended. It does kind of lend open to more movies, and I feel like this type of movie doesn't need a 5-art franchise. I really could have been done with 1, 2, 3 here I thought was actually a little overkill, but at the same time, I loved it. But it kind of ends on a note where it's like they're going to keep milking this franchise, and I was really hoping this was going to be the send-off moment for him, and it doesn't seem like that. It depends on how well this one does box office-wise, if it could dethrone Endgame or not, but they leave it open, and I don't really like that ending very much at all.
I'm not there for the story. I'm there because John Wick is gonna murder a bunch of people. So, honestly, if it's open-ended for the next 4 or 5, that's totally fine with me. As long as it's still a good movie.
Overall, it is a good movie. I thought this was going to be kind of more of a concluding type movie, and it kind of felt like it wasn't. It could be. They could just end it there and call it good, but it does feel like it's going to get dragged out a little bit more. And I understand that, but I feel like at some point they're going to run out of things to do. You can only see Keanu kill people in so many different ways. Like, it seems to get better and better, But, I mean, he really uses good use of a book in this one, for sure. And also, I feel
He's well-read.
he is well-read. And I think also, somebody really hates dicks, whoever coordinated the stunts on this one. I cannot tell you how many times somebody got shot in the dick, bit in the dick, kicked in the dick, punched in the dick, fucking hit with a book in the dick.
Ow! Ah! Ow!
Oh, dude, he shot him in the dick. Huh? That's not cool, Butters. You don't shoot a guy in the dick.
Like, from the very beginning to the end, everybody kept getting hit in the dick. It was Dick Kick City. It was all over the place. So, this is weird. Usually I could bounce off Shane.
Sorry.
And
I'm not a good bouncer.
you're not a good bouncer? You are only 5'2". You'd be a terrible bouncer. You ever see Roadhouse? No? Okay.
Have we?
No, it's an older movie. Anyway. So, definitely John Wick Chapter 3 is a solid fucking movie for the most part, and I hope it dethrones Endgame. It definitely steps up the action for sure. I mean, this is why you're going to go see a John Wick movie. Yeah, again, my only fault...
and because you love dogs.
Yeah, they definitely give the dogs a show in this one for sure. The only thing is that ending. I just didn't care too much for the ending, and I kind of soured up on it at
Do
the end.
you think you were expecting something and you got something different? And
Well, I was expecting a conclusion to the story.
and that's why you don't love it?
I
wasn't expecting anything, and it was fine.
Well, I honestly, at the end of 2, I thought this movie, the franchise itself, kind of like, it hit its peak. And 3 just kind of seemed like dessert. And the ending kind of made it feel like now they're going to just drag this out into...
Still a better movie than Captain Marvel!
Is that like a personal attack or something?
She doesn't like Captain Marvel, if you haven't guessed that by now. Every time we see a damn movie, she comes out, that was better than Captain Marvel. And then she takes a breath and then stops. Okay, so that's, for the most part, our rounding... We're going to round out our non-spoiler review. Do you got anything, final thoughts?
Fabulous movie. Go see it. Pay attention to the details.
The sound, the look, awesome. All over the place. Very, very well done movie. I guess we might see a number 4 sometime soon. So, in case I don't see you.
I don't know what Shane says.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. You're one of very few to make it to the end.
Yes, thank you very much.
Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Comic Movie Marks Podcast and hit the notification bell. You know, all these fucking YouTube channels say this shit, so I'm going to say it now.
Yes, it's perfect. And if you want to hear our full podcast, you can check out our podcast on iTunes or any other podcast subscription service.
Make sure you subscribe. Thanks again.
Yo!